truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong.
So I'm starting off with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm just putting that all over my eyelids and using that to prime and kind of cancel out any redness or veins that you can see. Now I'm taking the NYX eyeshadow base in the shade White and an eyeliner brush from the Morphe That Bling set, and I'm just kind of cleaning up my brows a little bit. Mostly I'm using this shade to highlight my brow bone and just give it a little extra lift. And then I'm using that brush to pull the product down and kind of blend it out. Now I'm going in with the matte highlight shade from the Kathleen Lights x Morphe palette and a Zoeva 325, and I'm just using that to set the paint pot and make blending easier. Now I'm going in with this transition shade and a Wet n Wild crease brush, and I'm just putting that into my transition. I kind of debated whether or not to post this tutorial just because I do end up kind of messing up in a way, but screw it, we're not perfect, we're all humans, so I figured I would post it anyway since I really liked the finished look. Basically, I kind of wanted to do a cut crease, and then I ended up not wanting to do a cut crease, so I changed it halfway through. That's why I'm not going to go too in depth on how I did the cut crease, whatever, because I ended up changing it. But basically I went in with that mustard poopy brown shade and I just put it into my crease, and then I use the Wet n Wild crease brush just to blend that out a little bit and kind of soften the line. And then I'm going in with a Luxie Beauty 237 blending brush, and I'm kind of starting to blend that. I feel like this was not like one of my best cut creases. I think part of it was that I had some black left over on the eyeliner brush that I used, and then I had never used the Luxie Beauty brush for a cut crease before, and it's definitely not my favorite. I don't feel like it blends that well. I mean, it does for like things that don't need as much blending, like underneath the lower lash line, but just for a cut crease it definitely wasn't my favorite. But I'm just going back and forth between the shades and basically just building it up until I have the desired transition. Then I went in with the white eyeshadow base again and just a brush from Morphe, but I basically just cut my lid and kind of cleaned everything up a little bit, and I also wanted to give myself a tacky base. And now I'm taking this gorgeous green. I loved it so much. It was so easy to work with. I just basically started off by patting it onto my eyelid, but then I went ahead and used my e.l.f. Eyeshadow brush, and I just kind of went more in detail. And I went ahead and used the darker green shimmery shade and a like little crease brush from the Morphe That Bling set, and I'm basically just defining my outer V and just deepening that and adding some dimension to the look. I went back in with the green shade again, and I just blended over the dark green and made sure that there was a really great gradient effect between the two shades, and it wasn't just from one to the other. It was more of where you couldn't really see where one started and one stopped, is what I was going for. So at this point you can see me kind of evaluating the look and seeing the cut crease, and I just really wasn't happy with how it looked. I just wasn't happy with it. And so that's when I decided to go in with that crease brush from Morphe, and I just basically started taking what was left over on the brush of the dark green shade and bringing that into my crease. And that's kind of just when I decided that I didn't want to do a cut crease anymore and I would change it up. And then I'm taking that smaller blending brush from Luxie, and I was just blending out the edges of that darker green, just starting off with that brush with no additional product. And then I went ahead and took that brush with the beautiful orangey brown transition shade and I just used that to blend even further and get more of the smoky, really blended look that I was going for. And then I went back in with that light green shade and I just reapplied it a little bit since I lost some of the intensity during all that blending. And then I'm going in with a clean Luxie 229 and just blending out the edges of that orange shade. Now I'm using my Maybelline gel liner in Blackest Black and I'm just creating a wing. I felt like this look really called for a nice dramatic wing, and I'm going in with my eyeliner brush from Eco Tools and just filling that in. My eyeliner from Maybelline is a little bit dried out, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and use the black shade from the Morphe palette and kind of set that line and make it extra dark and bold. Now I'm going back in with that poopy brown shade and an Eco Tools flat eyeliner brush, and I'm just blending that onto my lower lash line and just smoking that out a little bit. And then I'm going back in with that tiny Luxie brush and just blending out the edges. I really like this brush for the lower lash line, as opposed to using it for the cut crease. And then I'm taking that really bright shimmery highlight shade on a concealer brush from the Morphe That Bling brush set, and I'm just using that very lightly into my inner corner and underneath my brow bone. I did a look already using this when I reviewed the palette, and it's a very, very intense shade, so I just went in with the tiniest little amount of product. And then I'm going in with the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Mr.Bing, which was also a collaboration with Kathleen Lights. And then I'm going in with the Jordana Best Extreme Lash Mascara, something along that line, and I'm just coating my upper and lower lashes. Because this look was so dramatic, I went ahead and used some lashes from Kiss just to complete the look. And now I'm taking the Makeup Revolution matte blush in the shade Nude on a Morphe E4, and I'm just using that for blush. I figured I would show you guys my cheeks and lips to finish off this look, but I didn't show my foundation or concealer or anything like that because that's boring and repetitive. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in the shade Starlight with the A23 brush, and I'm just highlighting my cheekbones. I love this highlighter because I feel like it just always looks so smooth and pretty, and it's just really, really great for fair skin. And now I'm going in with the Milani lipstick in the shade Matte Innocence. It's such a really pretty true nude. It's got like a peachy undertone, and I really love this lipstick, and I also love the formula of these, but I did want it to be glossy today, so I went in with the Buxom, I'm not sure the exact name for it, but it's one of their lip glosses in the shade Erica, and I just put that on top to make the lipstick glossy and a little bit more pink, just because that's what I was feeling. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will leave my review of Kathleen's palette linked down below in case you're interested, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!